Hey everybody, at the end of the Forge and Steel Badges how-to video, I mentioned that I would be back in a couple weeks to unlock the Missouri, and that's exactly what we're going to do. And I will leave a link to that video down below. But as a quick reminder, Steel Badges were introduced as another in-game currency in February of 2021. And here's a screenshot from that time frame showing that I had exactly 0 steel badges at that time. Alright, we have obtained the Missouri. Very nice. That is awesome. Took a lot of hard work. I was trying to build up the channel, so I would either buy out the campaign or buy the middle option for the Admiralty backing early on throughout 2021. And I would finish ranked and arena seasons pretty much near the top 10% or so at least. And next thing you know, you get 30,000 steel, and you can buy the Missouri. All right, so the big knock on the Missouri is it had a lower HP pool than the Iowa, and it had shorter range guns. And what I'm going to show here is that the Missouri has a greater HP pool to start out with. As a base ship, you see here there's no upgrades on the Missouri and no upgrades on the Iowa. So everyone is familiar with the Iowa numbers are after all the upgrades. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Missouri stats without any upgrades. And the hit points is 65,000 even. The artillery has a maximum firing range of 17.4 kilometers, 30-second reload time, and 45-second traverse time of the main guns. And those are the two items that everybody is talking about as a comparison between the Missouri and the Iowa. So let's see what the Iowa has with absolutely no upgrades. And the commander I selected is Azure Lane Baltimore, so there is not a battleship commander inspiration going on here to affect these stats. So that was the other thing that I did. So the survivability hit points of the Iowa without any upgrades is 63,900. The Missouri was 65,000 even. So the Missouri starts out with a higher HP hit point pool than the Iowa. And the artillery maximum firing range is 16.6 kilometers. Reload time of 30 seconds and traverse time of 45 seconds is identical to the Missouri. Armor-piercing shell damage is 13,100 on the Iowa. Let's check the Missouri real quick. 13,500. So the Missouri has a little bit more AP maximum shell damage right there. So why does the Iowa end up with better specs when it's all said and done? Well, it is really because of these default upgrade slots here. Targeting System Mark 7 Mod 2 increases the firing range of the main guns by 10% up to 18.2 kilometers. And the hull upgrade increases the hit points 6,100 up to 70,000. Rudder shift time goes down to 19.5 seconds, and the AA mounts go up 16 up to 61. So the Iowa really does get a benefit from these default upgrades here. The engine boost upgrade, the engine upgrade here gives a 4-knot increase up to 30.9 kilometers. The Missouri does not have these upgrades, and that is why it is lacking. It is simply because of these upgrades. The first 4 upgrades here, which the Missouri has, are identical to the Iowa. Alright, so let's set up the Missouri with the commander and the upgrades, and we'll see what we end up with here. So the commander is William Sims, Cunningham, Concentrated Devastation, and Robert Joujard. And let me see, I want to go to a much higher HP pool here, so I'm going to rank up Sims and really increase the HP pool as much as I can. Because if I really want to do as much as I can, I would go with the Legendary 3. You know what? I made the investment in the Missouri. I'm going to go up as high as I can on the HP pool there. Okay. Alright, and then flammable cannoneer. I'm going to take a chance on the risk of catching fire. I'll probably go with not one for the nuisance, or not the one for nuisance if I start having a problem being caught on fire. And here, gyrating drill bits, the maximum speed will drop down 10% here with the skill. And the marksmanship, you need a little bit more accuracy, but it is going to ding the rudder shift time. And we have reaching out XXL, the main battery range is going to be increased a little bit, and we have will to rebuild as the legendary skill. So let's go up and do the upgrades real quick. I'm going to go with the AA guns. Yeah, I don't want to take a hit on the reload time right there. Alright, and the second upgrade will be the steering gears. It's identical to what I had on the Iowa. And the third upgrade will no doubt be Concealment System Mod 1. Detectability range is improved by 10%, and that is up until you fire your main guns. But the big deal actually is the incoming fire dispersion improvement of 5%, and that more than doubles up on your default camo incoming fire dispersion. So this really makes a big difference from what I have seen so far with the tier 6 through legendary ships. And then the last one here will be the artillery plotting room. Yeah, I don't want to mess up the traverse speed, and yeah, I'm going to go with the artillery plotting room for more accuracy. Alright, so now let's see what the stats are of the Missouri, and it's 67,600 with this commander maxed out like that. Artillery 19.3 kilometer range, 30-second reload time, which is great. Traverse time 32 seconds, which is getting a lot better. AP shell damage goes all the way up to 14,850, which is awesome. AA defenses is 100%, so you will definitely clear the sky with this setup. But on a whim, let me go. Yeah, okay, so it's a good thing that the radar is turned on by default here. And let me check this out and see what the firing range, maximum firing range is now with the booster. 19, so almost 20 kilometer range. Maximum range with the Iowa was 20.1 kilometers, so this is pretty darn close to the Iowa now. Right, well, that's it for a quick, brief overview of unlocking the Missouri and setting it up real quick and showing a little bit about the comparison between it and the Iowa. This is the Jaguar, and I'll see you on the high seas. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you like it.